the United States, the Soviet Union, China, and Europe, will have joint disclosure at an appointed date set to accommodate each government's timeline. But we have decided that we cannot wait for that time to arrive. Therefore, disclosure begins now. Throughout generations, we have assisted ancient kingdoms, ancient dynasties, governments of your world that as of late, thanks to archaeology, has come to the attention of humanity in the last few years. Throughout history of mankind, there has been the need to divide and conquer. The need to rule vast places with power and might, as you may say, to have a leg up on the competition, to be ahead in technology, because we know that the one with the bigger, better, most advanced toys, wins. We have made pacts, agreements with kingdoms, such as Atlantis. We gave them technology, and in return we were allowed to study the life that Earth contained, including human. They became powerful, and we gained knowledge of all third-dimensional life forms. Dear ones, that has been the pattern throughout your history. In Germany, through people like Helena, Petrovna, Blavatsky, and Guido van List, of the 19th century, a similar agreement was made that led to the deaths of millions. On April 14, 1964, one of the most extraordinary meetings in your Earth's history took place. 15 levels down, in a subterranean installation, under the Guadalupe Mountains of West Texas, 24 representatives, personally selected by the 4 governments present, including the United States, the Soviet Union, the People's Republic of China, and the Council of Europe, were at the meeting. Representing the United States was David Rockefeller, organizer and self-appointed leader of the meeting from the human side. Cautiously, Rockefeller stood by the entrance to assure a quick exit if needed. At his side was a recording secretary, a woman with long blonde hair. Rockefeller assured she would stay silent on the matters of this meeting by threatening her daughter if she ever talked. Representing the Soviet Union, Premier Nikita Khrushchev. Representing the People's Republic of China, Mao Zedong, with a selected confidant, expert in international security matters. Representing Europe, Secretary-General Ludovico Benvenitihad. Present on the other side of the meeting were 3 representatives from the Galactic Federation High Council. The Counselor for the Tall Zetas, the Counselor for the Manas beings, and the Counselor for the Reptilians. Also, there were 4 short Zetas for the security and safety of the Galactic Federation, to provide portals to safety if needed. The 4 governments insisted on scientific and technical assistance, on making advances in the areas of energy, including energy physics, transportation, especially anti-gravity, and biology, which would come to include genetics and self-physics. In return they agreed to allow us free passage in your airspace, without military interruption, so that we could study human behavior, allow us to attain cellular tissue samples from any life form here on Earth, and to be able to influence mankind through channeling, spiritual connectivity, abduction of the young for the sole purpose of enlightenment of the higher dimensional realm. This teaching is evident in many humans here on Earth, such as Sheldon Idle, George Carvasilas, and many other humans that were tutored by myself, Archangel Michael, and the Galactic Federation Council. Government scientists took and utilized the detailed information on psychotronic mind-influencing weapons, scalar energy artificial earthquake machines, electromagnetic pulse and neutral particle beam weapons. They have also devised fleets of various anti-gravity craft. The energy devices and vehicle propulsion and instrumentation for the purpose of creating advanced weapons systems, to be used by military units. advance information and energy, transportation and biology quietly released by the governments had led to spectacular advances in science, medicine, communications, metallurgy, engineering. In turn, we demanded accessibility to the human psyche for the enlightenment of spirituality, astronomy, psychic processes, dimensional culture, metaphysics, numerology, conscious awareness. President Harry Truman created a super-secret MJ-12 committee to advise on how to deal with this development. The Army Corps gathered up the Roswell UFO wreckage and transported it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio and then to Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico for study and analysis. Army Colonel Philip Corso selected portions of the exotic devices and equipment that would gradually be transferred to favored commercial companies to be reverse engineered into new American devices without revealing their extraterrestrial origin. And once again, power and greed overtook this special sex of your governments, and all this knowledge and power almost destroyed humanity. Almost repeating what happened in Atlantis. Attaining knowledge and destroying yourselves with it. Eventually the elite control all the world finances, world trade, regulating every facet of new technology available. They control the world. The 1%ers have it all. But now, that is about to change. In our agreements, the New World Order was agreed upon. This New World Order will coincide with all governments of this world. One World Bank. Prosperity funds will be dispersed to all. The New World Order is to be implemented, synchronized with disclosure and first contact. All this is to happen as Bible prophecy is fulfilled. You see, dear ones, we made this pact with your governments in order for us to teach you in the ways of the light, and to present humanity with a choice. To show you who you really are, and what you are capable of. To be able to leave this paradigm behind, to counteract what the god of oppression is trying to do in this world. When the God became incarnate in the Jesus of Nazareth, he said that he was the only way, but we have been with you for thousands of years to show you that he is not the only way. To show you that you will ascend to the high heavens, and become creators yourselves. The power of creation that I possess will be yours. You have evolved from a divide and conquer mentality to conscious eternal beings. Know, dear ones, that my kingdom comes, and the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven and earth are indeed yours. Prime Creator Lucifer.